Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Bears defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third. To go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets them to about the 44. The Vikings had 5 and 8, 3 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Richardson looking to throw this. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. To throw, Williams. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking to throw is Williams. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, nothing else. They were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. But both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Can they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down?
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Williams. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw, it's Williams. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Had a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Anthony, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. To the air, Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Richardson out of the shotgun. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Richardson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Richardson. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll run on first down. Anthony. And a short gain here down to the 22. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Anthony. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A final shot before the half. Richardson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And we all know how talented this guy is. Who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now a 3rd and 6. Richardson looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Off play action. Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone, Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Back to throw. Williams over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Richardson to throw off play action. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Richardson off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. They got 29 yards that time.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Richardson. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain the play before. And I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it. So they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Back to the air with Richardson. He'll buy some time right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. 2nd down, goal to go. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Richardson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Brings up 4th and goal.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here comes the Bears punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Richardson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Richardson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Bears, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will head back home next week.